Do not adjust your eyes. It's me. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm going to test that out right now with my YouTube connection. And let's see what we got running here today. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Let's see if this works. And yes, I know I got the voice mask on right now. I know that for a fact. I'm testing it out. Holy shit, hey yo, you already here. Oh shit, you are. Let me switch you back to normal voice.
Hey, what's going on? Just making sure it works. It's working good. All right. Hey, what's good? It's been months, and I have been living that EMT life, still working in there, still doing a lot more overtime. Recently, took on a little bit more financial responsibility, bought financing a new vehicle, well, new or used vehicle, because you gotta live within your means. We not out here, we don't promote living for other people. You live and do what's comfortable for you. And yes, it's been a long time ago, it's been a minute. Recently, I've been in some shit mentally with a lot of people in regards to this whole thing about the pandemic, and I gotta tell you, it's a lot of so-called woke black people that I have a problem with, because I think I did a video about it on my Facebook Live, and I was talking about what alternative do you give. If you are so anti-vaccination, you're so anti-this, you so woke about that, and you so woke about this, what alternatives do you got? All I hear is what you're not gonna do and what other black people shouldn't do, and if they do that, if they don't do it, if they do it, they're coons, and it's like a shaming language. And we as black men, we already know a thing or two. Men in general should know a thing or two about shaming language. But exactly, they have no alternatives. They have none. And I don't see what's the obsession with being right rather than being right within. Our women are walking around 300 and something fucking pounds, and they are pushing this narrative as if everything is fine. And people don't want to face the reality. If you're not going to get vaccinated and you're not going to do none of that, why aren't you healthy? Why aren't you keeping yourself healthy? People think I put, like my short I put up earlier, people think that video is about boasting. No. Nobody said that, but I just got a feeling that people just got this whole thing that they just don't, I'm 42, I'm about to be 43 in 1 month. Seriously. And people, bruh, I work in the same city I live in. I can step out my door right now and you can give me about 5 minutes and I can point you to a patient, a person who's been a patient. That's just how it is. And yes, you're right, they don't even at least wear masks. We got people saying, why we wear masks? Donald Trump, do something. Like he's still a president. I'm like, nigga, are you serious, bro? And I don't want to hear nothing about no elderberries. I never understood the logic of somebody who don't live a healthy lifestyle, yet you think you got this whole diet Coke approach to life. And you know what the diet Coke approach is to life, right? It's like this. Do and eat everything under the sun and think about drinking a diet soda that helps you're helping with your diet. That's how people do. People do all types of drinking, all types of bad eating, especially Black America. Oh my God, yo, from having patience and seeing not, and it ain't just us. Second, the Latinos are right behind us on that shit. But walking out with your gut hanging out. I went to Target today. I was like, oh shit. See a chick get out, she's cute, and then you see the halter top, and you could just see she working with a Buddha belly, and I'm like, this is it. This is the end. This is the end. The internet has given people an outlet, an echo chamber, as it may, to actually just continue down the path of destruction, and on top of that, get validation at the same time by people who don't want to do shit. See, we gotta compete as men. I don't need to sit here in some suit with some ambience and some lights in the background playing Maxwell to tell you that as men, we gotta compete. We are prone, we know that. And yes, diet soda is worse than regular soda. We as men, we have to compete. Like, regardless. I mean, where I live at right now, in a nice place that I would like to bring a lady on the regular. I don't even like living here right now. But these two little bastards over there that's sleeping right now, there's not many places that take dogs. Because I've been out of here a long time ago. Okay? I've been out of here a long time ago. So it's kind of hard, like, especially in the city area. They would take a frou-frou dog and they would charge you, on top of the deposit, they would charge you a high amount for the dog, a one-time fee. But when you show them that you got 2 pit bulls, man, forget it. You pretty much, you're done. They're not even trying. Oh my God, pit bull and stuff. But let it be a different this. Because I see people all in downtown Jersey City with pitties. With pit bulls. It's all about the stereotype. You stereotyping the dog and you stereotyping the black person. I mean, you can't win sometimes. So like I said, we have to compete, and we can't be in this mindset like, oh my God, why isn't this happening to me? It's like when we, as black men, we sit here and we make conversation about things that affect us, especially from the opposite sex, and things, and we try to inform each other to actually have some standards. And it ain't just us that need to have standards. Women need to have it too. Black women need to have better standards. Because there's not that much mistakes and bad decision making in life that you do again and again and again that you require to be forgiven and treated like a born again virgin. It's not going to happen. Why do you think I'm single right now, y'all? Because I have this whole mentality that, yes, there's a lot of good looking women out here who got kids, and the thing is, a lot of them have never been married. I have respect for a divorced woman with older children versus a woman who's my age with a 4-year-old, because that means that just recently happened. And the thing is, the kid is too young. I don't want that responsibility. No man should have to go through that. And then you meet them on these dating profiles, and I could tell you what a lot of them say: got kids, don't want no more. And I'm like, bye. It ain't even the fact that I want kids. It's the fact that you basically now are laying down the law in your life. You're laying down the law in your life that you should have laid down a long time ago. But you wanted to be reckless and irresponsible with your pom pom, and now you trying to hold a guy who sees this. I don't care if I'm a good dude or that dude over there is a good dude or whatever. If we see you constantly giving up, and shout out to the mediocre tutorial and reviews, giving up your viscous innards to the streets and now you want to play virtuous, and we gotta fight for your attention. It's like the whole Steve Harvey situation, you know. It's like the whole thing, like act like a lady, think like a man. How these women talking about out of that whole movie. It's like that. Now she wanna you wanna do a 90-day thing, or you wanna do a 6 month thing, and God's looking like, you know what? You gave it to the village for free, but we supposed to value you just because you say it so now. Your image means everything. Your past means everything. But yet these the women out here that's trying to set the highest standards for you and telling you what hoops of fire you need to hop through, but they can't get their ass on a fucking treadmill. Man, you saw the video I did earlier. I can do the I can do this I can do that on the bars from a high distance. Something I thought I could never do, and now I'm like 200 pounds and I can do it. But she can't do a push-up. But she's telling you what you need to have to impress her, to even get her to look your way. And when we express things like this ain't about, oh my God, I can't find a date. No, this is about not dealing with delusional women. This is about that. We got other things to worry about as black men. Hell, we got other black men to worry about, unfortunately. Like I said, how I started this whole video about out right now was about this whole woke culture who has no alternatives. They have everything, a laundry list of shit that you shouldn't be doing because they want to rate your blackness on this. And you know what's the funniest shit? It's always a woke person telling you, well, black people are not monolithic people, but then they tell you that shit, but they mean that in the face of white people and other races. We're not monolithic. Stop stereotyping us. But the moment you are a free-thinking black man and you have opinions of your own, another black person will try to accuse you of code switching, try to accuse you of coonery, things of that nature. So that whole we're not a monolithic thing is just basically only applies when we are talking about white people. And you can disagree with that, but that's how I feel about it. We got different thinking black people, but then we got some who want to be so accepted that they don't realize that they are just a mouthpiece for people who don't like them. You know, that's in politics, that's in entertainment, that's in politics, that's in basically content created based on politics, based on entertainment and fiction. Oh, what's going on, Absolute? Yeah, so we have people who have this whole thing mentality, and they're just different for the sake of they that black relative that was the oddball that never fit in and stuff. See, the thing about me, I'm an introvert, but I know how to fit in with my family because I always fit in. I became introverted the older I got because I grew the fuck up, and it's just certain things that we all grew up, and but it was just certain things that I don't put myself around, and my family, some of my family members do, and sometimes I'm there for it. Most of the time I'm not, because I have other things in life. I can't be out here heavily drinking because I got a job to do on the street. I can't be out here indulging and being around people and getting hotboxed because I have a job on the street that I'm trying to keep. It ain't about you changing, it's about you putting yourself out of a situation because you have things to lose. I mean, well, it's always about my community because I care. A lot of people would just be like, you know what, I can't wait to get the fuck out of here. Which I kind of ain't going nowhere. I'm trying to relocate to another black neighborhood. I just can't work. I can't live around these people that I work, that I can't live in the city that I work in. and I'm gonna move to a either different section of this city, like a different district. Cause I can't live in the South District. I don't know if you know about this, man. Hey, how you doing, Mr. King Games? It was an MR King. I'll just be either one. I'm sorry, man, but it's been a minute. It's just that I don't do a lot of content lately because I've been busy working. And thing is, Albert South District is sucks, dude. Maybe when all the gentrification happens, because it's gonna start happening eventually. But it's been too many people getting. I mean, like, I worked last Saturday. I worked, and two people got killed. One in South District, just a couple blocks away. I'm sitting here in my house facing the west wall of my house. So that means it happened a couple blocks that way. Okay? Somebody 26-year-old on the day of his girlfriend's baby shower. On the day of his girlfriend's baby shower, his child to be, and he got murdered. And it's because people don't know how to take it out. They don't know how to respectfully just back off of a situation. So he got into a verbal altercation and he wasn't backing down. He intimidated somebody, and that intimidated person came back and shot him 2 times in the fucking face and head. And now he's dead. And he'll never get to see his child. And his child will never get to know their dad. And then the second murder happened in the North District, and a 55-year-old man stabbed a 40-something-year-old man in his jugular, killing him damn near instantly, because all you need is to hit the artery, and you need 3 major arterial sprays, and you are done. You quickly, especially in the jugular, once you exsanguinate with those 3 gusts because of the area where it's at, and oxygen related windpipe, and you able, blood travels quickly through oxygen, and the air gust just splashes it out, you're pretty much done. That's why if you ever get stabbed in the throat, never remove the blade. What we're taught, if a person gets stabbed in the eye or in the throat, is to secure the knife or whatever the object, the punctured object. We puff it. So if it was something sticking out your neck like this long, we will try to put something around it and stabilize it, so it doesn't get moved or nobody tries to pull it out. Eye, face, especially the neck, because of what I told you about the arterial spray in the jugular. So yeah, that happened Saturday. And then more people die. I'm driving down the street on Ocean Avenue, and sure enough, I see another mural between Claremont and what's the other street? Was it Orient, I believe, Avenue? And I see another mural, and I'm like, wow, somebody got killed here. And that's just murders, people. That's just murders. I'm tired. I'm like so tired of Narcaning heroin addicts. And as much as I love my job, I will be a fool not to admit that we enable people, homeless drug addicts, we enable them to keep overdosing. Because, they don't have to pay the bill. We Narcan them, bring them back, supply them with oxygen, like put the Narcan in their nose, like put the BBN on their mouth with the mask, and you pump in the air to it with some supplied oxygen, and you put the Narcan in there, and you just breathe in for them, because they breathe in like maybe 4 times per fucking minute. And then once the Narcan kick in, they back up, and then they don't want to go to the hospital. And the first thing they say, I ain't do none, I ain't do none, I ain't do none, I ain't do none, I ain't do none. Yes, we enable a lot of drug addicts of all races. We enable them. Our field, unfortunately, does that. And it comes out of our taxpayer money. And I'm serious. You laugh at L, but that's just what they do. Monday, I'm sorry, not was it Monday? No. Tuesday, I worked overtime, and I worked with a partner from Central Region, and we had a lady who overdosed, and she was down to a younger black girl cold because she saw a 48-year-old female. She looked like she in her 60s. That's what heroin does to you. With a cane, down on the ground, barely breathing. She like, and then I looked at her body, looked at the track marks on her arms, and I was like, dope. Then I opened her eye, and most telltale sign of an opiate overdose is pinpoint pupils, even with the light, because the eyes constrict differently to the light. But if they react, they non-reactive and they pinpoint, pretty much. So as my partner is getting the stretcher out and stuff, the paramedics are rolling up, and the first thing I did to them, like, I went like this to the paramedic while she was looking, because I guess she was seeing what was going on. She was looking as she was driving. I just went like this to her with a gesture, and she already knew. She knew. I mean, like, they knew. Dope. But like we said, we enable people like this. So this is what I've been up to for months, knee deep in overdose. Sorry, my dog is having a nightmare. Okay, he's calming down. All right. Chip. Easy, Chip. He barking in his sleep. Nigga. They barking at somebody in their sleep. All right. Still doing it. All right. So yeah, I feel like we enable a lot of people, but it's part of the job. It doesn't stop me, nonetheless, for giving my damnedest effort to resuscitate somebody. But to add on to murders, not everybody's that fortunate. I had a person who basically, they said he fell and hit the curb, and he was bleeding from his ears. This is what dispatch gave us. He fell and hit his head on the curb, bleeding from both his ears, and he's refusing help. And it's natural sometimes when a person still has what we call the altered mental status from either something doing with their blood sugar, from a brain injury, which in case that's why you had the bleeding coming from the ears. Sometimes you look for a clear liquid with that blood, because if you get a clear liquid, I said queer, my bad, oops, a clear liquid, a clear liquid coming from the nose and the mouth, that's very synonymous with a brain injury, head trauma. So we just saw the blood in the ears. It could have been a clear liquid that dried up, but we got this call. It was a priority 3 while we was on it, which is very emergent still, nonetheless. So we on the way there, and then next thing you know, it got bumped up to 1. And when we get there, the emergency service unit police have an AED on this guy, are giving him CPR, and then we took over. And let's just say long story short, he's dead. And this is the fate of a lot of drug addicts. Some fall and they hit their head bad, and then you already on a downer, which bottoms your blood pressure and your breathing rate out, and then you sustain a head injury because you're so high. Timing is everything, y'all, and sometimes we don't get to them in time. And this is what we deal with. This is what I deal with every day in the city, and I'm to the point where I wouldn't mind living in the city, but I don't know about this district anymore. You know? I see patients all the goddamn time. That and stuff. And I have, on a lighter note, I have the just the worst luck. And this on a lighter note for the simple fact that I helped resuscitate a 78-year-old female just a block away from where I live. While I was on the job, I resuscitated her. And when we got to the hospital and stuff, the Narcan worked and everything. Let me tell you, this old bitch was trying to fuck me. And enjoy your day. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, she was trying to. I have the worst luck. And then, days later, another regular also was trying to fuck me. Yeah, they don't bother none of my white co-workers. These black fiends want some of this BBC, and I'm like, nope. As many problems I might have with delusional women, my standards have not plummeted that low. Okay, so it's been crazy. It's been interesting. Work is interesting, and you know, somebody once told me, in all this talk of this so-called the high value people, high value men, what's going on in the black manosphere? Somebody once told me, look what you do for a living. You are a high value person. We put high value on money way too much. We do. And stuff. But this is not me putting my dating resume out there. No, I just realize it. You can have ladies, you can have a preference for a guy who makes a certain amount of figures, but what do you offer him from a character perspective? Yes, it really is shit. An MC. And you said, man, I couldn't make a Marvel show based off you. Yeah. Yes. Sometimes shit is stranger than fiction. I mean, sometimes it is. But money is important for ease of life, but it don't make me any better of a man for you, lady, if I had a whole bunch of it. I know dudes who ain't got no money, who are either great dudes or they are the fucking worst. And it ain't because of money, it's just because of who they are. The same way I know a lot of women who are financially well off, but they're insufferable. And I know women who are less financially well off and they are insufferable. And I know women in both of those aforementioned tax brackets who are good women. And guess what? They are married because they got scooped up, because they are a quality woman. So it's different with men and women. When you choose not to just settle and be desperate as a man, they look at you like, why you ain't got a woman? That means somebody don't want. See, women date based off of other women's perception of you. Say it again. Now I'll say it again for you. Women date men based off of other women's perception of you. And what does that mean? It's that whole perspective. You're nobody until somebody validates you. So nobody wants to fuck you. Nobody wants to hang out with you until a woman claimed you, right? That's how it is what it is. And some guys are like, man, please, that shit don't stop me. I'm gonna be out there, I'm gonna shoot my shot at every chick. And I'm gonna let that chick know that I ain't beat for her. And they like that. And I'm telling you, as men, you can do the same thing. You can do it and don't be a dog. And that's called having standards. Exactly my point. I ain't no dating coach. Don't let no female tell you basically that don't let her fuck up your evening. Meaning you out and about and you having a good time, and all of a sudden you try to shoot your game at somebody and she turn you down and she try to play you out. You act like it never happened. You act like it never happened. We grown ass men here, y'all. We are grown ass men. And it's what they call a shit test. And I'm like, I'm not here for it. You know, my sister, and I've always speak about my sister. Um, she told me, sometimes you gotta play the game. I'm like, the fuck? Sometimes I gotta play the game. And I speak like I've heard it from Poor Man's Podcast. I've heard it from Manosphere Highlights Daily, and I've heard it from many other people, even some females themselves. You ever notice how we always? I want a guy who gives me great conversation. You know why women? And I say this, and a lot of other people say this too. You know why they always talk about having a great conversation? Because they have nothing to offer in the conversation department. So they want you to do all the talking and entertain them like we're fucking jesters. See, this is becoming really anti, and that's by design because I want y'all to be like me and just no, not be like me like oh my God, follow me to the T and be my disciples. No, I mean like just sometimes you just gotta be nonchalant about this shit and worry about you as a person. Remember, I did put a video out meaning that's a you problem. Sometimes you gotta be like, yo, that's a you problem. You can't do this. You can't find this person. You can't find a guy like this. No, that's a you problem. Okay. And let me see. Sometimes I can find certain things. Let me see if I can switch to other channels. Hold on. Let's go here. Let's go to interact. Let's go to interact and let's see what we can find. Let me sign in. So I can go to my videos. All right, we're gonna go here. I know my email. That's where you can find Fury at, y'all. If y'all want to send me any ideas. I don't think And next. All right. Let me see if it bring up what I need to bring up. It has me live. Okay. Oh, my girl Cleo Soul. I love her music. She's from the UK. The pretty light-skinned chick there. She's actually Spanish, Serbian, and Jamaican. Let me see if I can go to my videos. Your channel. Now let me look down my past history. Like, I remember this video I put up right here. This Mr. Clean Knows It. Brothers with Sense Knows It. I don't know if you guys listened to that one, but this was basically about somebody posting on Facebook that black women belong to white men, and a lot of these black women drawers melt because they are desired when a man outside the race gives them attention. And it's not like I'm lying about it. Let me see if I can go to playlists. You right? I don't want to do play all now. You said do what? What you mean in regards to? I was trying to find a video, but this was my first video, Jesus, that I did in this series. That was my first, jeez. I'll find it later. Oh, something about swirlers. I was talking about some guy, my cousin, she reposted what some guy said and on Facebook about I'll show you right now. Matter of fact, I will. Hold on. Let me get back to it. Let's go to interact. Let's go back to my videos. I'll show you guys in a moment. Let's go your channel. Let's go to videos. Right here. I think it's this one. This one, see? I don't know if I can get the audio going for it. I'll try to fix the audio. Hey! Hey! It's too late at night for that. Petey's still in the show. Let's see if I can fix the audio on this. Give me 1 second. But yeah, this is basically, I screen grabbed it for y'all to see. You see that, right? I screen grabbed it for y'all to see that. And I have commentary on it, but the thing is, I gotta get the audio to work, and I think I know how to fix that. When it comes to that, I would have to go to my voice meter setup and potato. Voice meter potato. Let's see if I can fix that. So let's go back to voice meter. To this. Let me see something. Let's try now. No, it's still not working. Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much in the gist. That right there, what I was telling you about. But let me go back to this. All right. Yeah, you said LOL, they can have them, right? Oh, too much feedback. Let's put you over here. All right, yeah. But that's exactly the shit I'm talking about. But the moment you, as a black man, exercise your options, it's a problem, right? See, this is what, this is the double standard we have. We go elsewhere. We call it weak, we call it this, blah, blah, blah. And I don't even advocate going elsewhere. I just notice it's a very obvious observation about how a lot of, how it happens. It's just, this is exactly how it happens. This is the double standard. See, all the attention must be on them. And they feel they can do what they want with who they want. But you can't, because you're supposed to be loyal to them, but there's no woman out here that's loyal. I'm sorry, like as to their man racially. Let me tell you something. The only reason white women seem to be more loyal than black women to white men is because of who holds the power. Come wake up a day and there's more prominent black men out here Why do you think only the black athletes and the black celebrities have a lot of interracial dating? Because it's not common. I mean, like, because they're not race loyal to a degree. Most of them will basically go where their resources are at. That's what it's all about, the resources. And I'm spouting things that you've heard from other places because I know this for myself. They are true. Oh, I'm loyal to a black woman. I'm loyal to, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yes, I am. The thing is that a lot of them just is a difference between being loyal and worthy. A lot of them just aren't worthy. Now, have I dated other women? You're damn right. But who have I mostly dated and prefer dating right now? And it bothers the shit out of me that every time I go and see out and about, they're mostly overweight and over demanding, all black women. That's why it bothers me so much. I'm telling you now, if I didn't give a fuck about black women, I wouldn't even be talking about them. I won't even be wasting my breath. I ain't one of these people out here, these female swirlers and these divestiture channels talking this nonsense about how black men ain't shit. But yet, once they log off, they got black penis in their mouth. They not, they catering to a hopeless. They peddling hope to a bunch of women who have low self-esteem. No, I actually fucking care. I want to just come a day where I got a pick of a little women who are healthier. Every time I look, 95% of black female dating profiles, they got flabby ass arms or they overweight. I mean, they both. Well, the flabby arms by itself, you don't just see a woman who's skinny with flabby arms, really. No, I'm talking about the whole thing, like how they be like trying to pose and to the side and stuff and make it look like their waist is thinner than what it is, but you can see that hole, you can see the fucking flab. If you spent as much time in the gym as you do angling yourself to look less big than what you are, you might actually achieve that goal. You said Latinas be chasing you hard? Oh, I get chased hard by women who are big. I don't know what it is about a 6 foot thin dude. I'm not even that thin, am I? I'm 200 pounds. I look thin. I'm looking at myself on a playback of the video, and I'm like, yo, I look skinny as shit. I'm hard on myself, I guess. But you said, hey, the Mexican or no? Now the Oaxacan females with the black blood, yeah, I can understand that. The black Brazilian, yeah, I can understand that. The Hispanics of black descent, yes, I can understand that. But you know how they teach them down there. Amara La Negra even said it herself in the Dominican Republic. The people around there, they preach colorism because they say going with the man of a lighter complexion is or white, a Dominican or a Hispanic man of white descent is better in the race. She said it herself that she's gotten that, and you could tell it was in her upbringing when she was trying to hump on every white man she can get her a chance, get her hands on. You can see that. I mean, see, I'm 6 foot tall and I'm like 195. I'm a thinner guy. Just like I'm 190. I'm like 198 last time I checked. The thing is, I ballooned up to 207 pounds, but I just did not like how I looked that way. I really didn't like how I looked at 207 pounds. It was all forming hair. No matter what I did, it just all went hair. And I feel a lot more. And given what I do, I need to be as light and strong as I can. Because I need to fit into places to get people out or to assess if a person's dead or alive. I need to be able to carry about 7 to 10 pounds of equipment on my hip because my duty belt weighs about 8 pounds. Wow, it used to be 277. Wow. You know, I take my hat off to it. That's a good drop. And now I'm even reading somewhere that women get offended when a man compliments them on weight loss. They so delusional, they want to be praised at 308 pounds. 308 pounds. Did you know that Lizzo is 5'6", 308 pounds? She weighs more than LeBron. Like, Poor Man's Podcast did it. I wish I could show you without getting copyright dinged. He put it up there. He put up the weights on a video. She was talking about Big Girl Summer, showing that fucking SpongeBob ass of hers. And LeBron James is 6'8", 250 pounds. She weighed more than him at 5'6". He's like well over a foot more than her. He, like, just because you lift it doesn't mean you can lift it for the rest of your life. We get old. We getting old. Well, I'm getting old, but we all age. And I mean, that 308 gonna be 450 easy if she don't stop right now. She don't stop diluting herself. So her shape ain't flattering. You know what I cannot stand? Like the body that's very unflattering to me is the obese female with small flabby breasts, small pancake. You got pancake titties, but you, ew. At least be voluptuous in obesity. Yo, you ever seen it? Like, I know you've seen it. You say I'm good. I can still. You seen it, right? That's her physique. Fucking flat jack she got with that big old. And it was a point where she was trying to lose weight, and she got shamed out of it because apparently being big is a culture now. Look, she big. Don't come to me because when. Exactly. That's exactly Psycho Gemini. How are you a refrigerator and ironing board simultaneously? It's like living in a small place like me and you got like a iron board folded to the side of the refrigerator. It's like this shit that come off for wall. Instead of putting it on the wall with the foldable iron board, it's on the side of the refrigerator. You know? So, yes, she weighed more than LeBron James. DeMarcus Cousins is 6'11". That's another example Poor Man's Podcast brought up. 6'11", 270 pounds. She weighed more than him. She weighed more than 2 Floyd Mayweathers, who they said in his peak he was 150 when he was in fighting shape. And she's 308, 308 pounds. 308 pounds. And the sheer problem I have is a lot of them think they still have the same pick of the litter as women who are a lot more fit and a lot more attractive. And yes, you don't like it? Tough. Fitter women tend to be more attractive unless she's one of those people with a butter face. And I'm sorry. I'll take a butter face with a banging body over your big ass. If the character's correct. If her character's fucked up, I'm not taking her. If your character is cool, I'm still not taking you because it ain't that cool. For the simple fact that I don't give a damn how much of a pleaser you want to be. You're not making any effort to improve yourself, which is a giant red flag. You say I got bad bitches in the bar staring at me like I'm crazy ever since I lost the weight. They were eyeing me before when I was security that's in the same bar, but no longer security at the place. You work 2 jobs. Yeah. See? They are visual creatures too. But we are expected to abide by their qualifications and their fantasies, but they don't want to do or make any effort for us. And I know it bears repeating, but like a certain YouTuber I listen to says, repetition is the mother of all creation. So it needs to be repeated. A lot of people that I work with listen to me because I post videos because if they under 15 minutes I can post them on Instagram, and I posted a lot of my videos talking about a lot of things. And my friend, she happened to have a little bit of extra weight on her, and I told her I stand by what I say. I was like, yo, I hate to repeat it because I shouldn't have to keep repeating myself. But so many times you always hear about a dude's height, a dude's pockets, and all this other stuff, and this is the type of woman that's judging us. A woman built like E Honda is judging you. She built like E Honda with a hairline like Prince Goro, and she's judging you, right? And we supposed to sit there and just take that on the chin, like Jenna Jameson, right? Fuck out of here, man. Like for me, the girl doesn't have to be fit looking, just have a pretty face. She doesn't even have to be ripped. Yeah, she don't have to be ripped. She don't. Like case in point, I'm sorry. And I might get flack for this, but I'll say it right now. What's her name? Now I look at WWE a lot. And now, while Bailey may not have the prettiest face, and her body is fucking ridiculous, and she's decent enough looking that I would hit that. I would hit that. And a lot of people be wondering, a lot of these females who go get done up and get the surgery and get all that, or they feel like they can hide behind their degrees. Look, your degrees as a woman aren't attractive to men like our degrees are to you. No, exactly. Don't be, yeah. See, Psycho Gemini, we already have a friend who prefers lamb wells. The only criteria they need to fill is they gotta have a big set of jugs. And I'm giving you that look because you know just who I'm talking about. Psycho Gemini, me and him, we known each other for over 20 years. You know just who I'm talking about. Yeah, exactly. They barely have a decent enough face. Like as a comparison to the other wrestlers in the roster, she may not be the super prettiest, but without makeup, she still look decent, and her body is fucking ridiculous, bro. Body is ridiculous. And she natural too, her body. That's the crazy thing, bro. Natural. I think she's one of the only natural females there right now that's on the main roster. Well, let me see. Who else there on the main roster is natural? Sasha is, but Sasha's just too muscular. Like, well, she's tiny, so she's very small. A lot of people don't let the TV fool. She's a very petite woman, so I can understand her being ripped because she in that condition. But let me see. I think Naomi had something done to her butt, but Jimmy also still a lucky dude. Let me see who else natural that I watch who wrestles. Gigi Dolan. Well, AKA she was known as Priscilla Kelly. Gigi Dolan, when she first was in the tournament, she was like the second coming of Paige, young Paige. Gigi Dolan, she dyed her hair red now, and she went from Priscilla Kelly to NXT. She's Gigi Dolan. She got her body is, boy. I think she used to date Orange Cassidy, if I'm correct, from AEW. But anyway, enough wrestling talk. Yeah, a lot of these women who surround themselves by the academics. Look, women think our attraction to them is based on what had they earning potential. It don't work like that. It don't work like that with women in comparison to men. See, women like siphoning dudes' resources. Dudes like siphoning a good woman. Meaning like we don't care about that. Are you my peace of mind? And when we say siphoning, we don't mean like, oh God, we just gonna just suck you dry of everything like you would do to us in court. Meaning when I come home and stuff, or when we go places, yo, we like this. Like it was one person I dated many years ago that, yo, when we were out, our sense of humor is matched up. We see people and we both give each other that look because we about to clown them, or we clowning them in our own brain and we don't want to say it to each other in front of them. That type of connection. Yeah, sense of humor is important. Yeah, exactly, absolute. No guy really cares about that. They don't. And when we tell women that we not, a lot of these feminists try to say, well, they just want us in the kitchen. They were trying to stop our shine. They don't want us to be successful. No, we telling you that's all well and good. Do it. And I tell women, do it. But don't think that's going to make you a desirable catch to a man. That's all we're saying. So stop trying to change the fucking narrative. We're saying is that it's not what we base our attraction overall on, like you do to us. It just don't work that way. Yep, Brandon, you're right. You can't ignore what how pre say it, biology. He's making for the Shaggy. Uh, he's like, these are the women that had these strong women, independent mindset, and they can fuck themselves over and end up with yes, with cats and all that stuff. Yes. Same with thoughts. You're right. And Brandon, you said you can't ignore biology. You can't ignore biology. You can't. A lot of them just feel like I do this. I do this for a living. And now I'm in this tax bracket. I should have access to any man I want in that tax bracket or better because I'm up there with you and stuff. Yeah, and I get that. But there's a few other women up there with you. Last time I checked, how many women got all these degrees and all this other certifications and stuff more than men? Because men found out we can work blue collar and still get paid more than a lot of these college chicks who use their academia as a bragging point. You know? You said there's a girl at my workplace that has a Facebook with a shirt that says female is the future. Oh my god. Oh my god. See, these type of women are the exact cannon fodder for these crybaby anti-SJWs and these incels. These type of women are that, and you're not the future without, because due to biology, you can't do it by yourself. Men can't. We can't create children but on our own, and neither can you, women. But women still feel like they can get cream pied and they have that child and they can still have they still got you. They can take you to court, all this other stuff, all this the typical rigmarole of things to say, but a lot of women feel they don't need a man to have a child, and then they find themselves lonely raising that child, and then they trying to get back in the dating market. But despite your degrees, despite everything you accomplished, you just a single woman who got cream pied, and now you can't find you the man you want. See, this is why I tell dudes, don't be throwing your hoo-hoo dilly up in everybody's cha-cha because you don't want to, you're not Future. You ain't gonna be able to take care of all these kids and just send money to all these different chicks. If he does. And look at, like, I brought up many years ago the whole thing about Ciara. Because a lot of black women looked at Ciara like she was a fucking superhero because, or she's a source of inspiration because she ended up with Russell Wilson. And now they have a child together as well. I think they have two. But anyway, it's to the fact that they look at her as a hero, as hope. That you can get cream pied by the bad boy, have that dude's child, and still find you the man, find you a guy who will take you in and wife you up after you chase the bad boy around. This is why Ciara was like she was like a beacon of hope to a lot of these bitches out here. She is. Tell me she isn't. I mean, yeah, you could say absolutely. What I say earlier, that a lot of these women offer, they were offering it, they was throwing it at the wrong type of men, and now all of a sudden they develop a conscience and they want to make you, that wasn't any type of man like that. They want to make a high quality guy beg for it. And it just don't work that way. This is why a lot of guys are looking for women who haven't been around the fucking block. This is why a lot of these women with kids don't understand why they get put to the back of the they get put to the back burner. It's because you have baggage. Yes, unfortunately, the kids is baggage, especially if they're younger. This is why I said I respect a divorced female who has teen to young adult children rather than a baby mama who's never been married but has a litter that she takes care of. Yeah, I heard about that. What, 300K a month? For what? For that moon face heifer? Nah, I'm sorry. I know I mean for saying that. Well, she got that old Natalie Nunn chin. You know who Natalie Nunn is from the Bad Girls Club. Chick that said she was a college athlete with 2 degrees that she knew she even said that they don't make money, those degrees she got aren't lucrative. So she chose to be a basic, like Charlemagne called it out years ago. He's like, so you chose to teach women how to be a basic bitch and you just squandered your degrees and your reputation to teach other women how to be a basic bitch. She was not happy when he said that, but he was right. He said, bitch said she needs thousands a month for entertainment. For what? You see, this is that whole Blue Jasmine situation. Do anybody know who Blue Jasmine is? That cloud chasing Hispanic girl with the tattoo on her throat? She's cute, but she's just stupid as all shit. You know who she is. Talking about if a guy paid for her lifestyle, he should continue until she finds somebody else. Even if he got a whole other relationship. He put me in this type of lifestyle. He can't just take it away from me, not without a fight. And she even spoke with Kevin Samuels, and Kevin Samuels was like, you talking all this right now, but if he really wanted to bring the law against you, he could throw you out right now if he wanted. And you can say without a fight, you have no leg to stand on. Your name is not on the lease. He's on it. Don't mistake his generosity for entitlement. Exactly. Like look at let me see something. I can't get any audio right now, but I could show you exactly what Blue Jasmine looked like. Give me a second. Hold on. Let me go to interact. Where she's at? This female right here in the turquoise. That female you see right here on No Jumper. That's her right here on Fresh and Fit podcast. That's again on No Jumper. This female, her, that says toxicity is fun. She was with a man who actually gave her everything she wanted. She felt unfulfilled and she didn't feel special. So now she's with a dude and she was like, she got with the guy and toxicity's fun. This is the Blue Jasmine we talking about. That female right there with the pink backdrop with the tattoo on her throat. That female. That one. That one. That's her. That's her right there. That's exactly the type. That's right there. That's her right there. Toxicity is fun, right? My ass it is. Oh my god. So this is why I promote having standards, guys. This isn't me telling you to down with love, bah humbug, fuck it to hell. Don't ever date women again. Go MGTOW monk. No. No, I'm saying take what a lot of people. You said she's trash. Oh man. She is delusional though. And yeah, I mean like in the room of I could tell you this now, in the room of a bunch of different women and stuff, yo, she might stick out a little bit, but you get to know, you gotta listen, you gotta let these women talk. Remember how I told you that Manosphere Highlights Daily and Poor Man's Podcast said, you know, a lot of women are boring? You gotta let these women talk. A lot of women catch on and know that they're boring, so they will not say much. But once you get them talking, you can assess a lot of things. And you start to really learn some things about them. This is why women want you to do all the talking on the first date, because they assessing you. And then if they feel you're worthy enough, they will let you get access to those innards, to them guts. And then they will start to siphon things from you and get things from you, but you don't realize how fucked up they are because they've been hiding their toxicity and they've been calling it just being docile and being ladylike and being attentive. No, they have nothing to bring to the conversation because they know if they do, the truth will come to light a lot sooner than they want you to know. And right now they're working you over. That's the game right there. She's working you over. This is why I have how I feel. This is why I had the feelings I feel about dating sites. Yo, any woman who talks with you and then she just goes silent, she's all about wasting your fucking time, bro. If she hits you up and then you talk with her and then she's not trying to talk back and forth with you, see, this is the dumb shit right here with a lot of them. They want you to have this whole thing where they're supposed to feel a connection with you. They don't talk to you in person. It's just a bunch of words. There's no voice involved with it. There's no interaction. They judge everything off of a phone. They just so stupid, man. It's so fucking stupid. And if you don't ask them out for a date, see, this is the thing. You damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you don't ask them out for a date in enough time, they lose interest in you. If you ask way too soon, they think you're thirsty. So exactly, and in the Pete Dunne style, that's what you do. We know Pete Dunne. You know who he is from NXT. He just all the time, like he didn't give a shit. That's his whole thing. So this is this reason why I got the disdain that I have for a lot of them. Dating sites, because these chicks are here just to waste your fucking time. Remember years ago it was a hashtag, and you know what? Women kill me with their plausible deniability. when it comes to this. When I bring up the fact that hashtag wasting time was an actual thing. Oh my God, it really was? Who did that? And stuff. And I'm like, oh, stop playing stupid with me. You know damn well you have wasted some dude's time. Yeah, man. How long I've been on for? An hour and 10 minutes. Wow. But yeah, I'm about to wrap this one up, y'all, because I'm about to go to bed. Oh, I'm about to. But first, I gotta go move my vehicle and find a decent spot because I don't feel like getting up too early in the morning for the sweeper. Because I have two vehicles. So my new vehicle's in the lot, but my truck, I need to move that. So I need to go take care of some things, and I gotta finish doing some night activities and stuff. So I gotta hit the streets. But first I gotta get cleaned up anyway. So it was nice catching up with a lot of you guys again. Thank you so much for watching. I can't promise you the next time I'm gonna do another one, but I'm glad a lot of you came on. And once again, y'all, have a good night. Peace.